In this video, I'm going to show you how to make 10K, yes, 10K per month from your business.
Big boss, big boss, big boss, big boss.
Welcome to my channel. I'm DONI. I help beauty and fashion entrepreneurs grow their brands and grow their sales, but more importantly, I specialize in getting to the bag. So if you sell any type of products, my videos are actually going to be great for you. Now let's get into this information because I know you are probably eager and ready to actually learn how to make 10K in your business. Okay, so this is a no fluff zone. I'm going to show you real things that you need to pay attention to and that you need to do in order to grow your revenue. All right, so number one, let's get into it, is you need to know your numbers. Okay, this is so essential. A lot of you guys, I've found, are not actually making hard goals for yourself. You're not crunching your numbers. You're not trying to figure out exactly what you need to do in order to hit your goal. But like I said, a lot of y'all don't have goals to begin with. So that's number one, make a goal. So if our goal is 10,000, okay? Your goal can be 1,000, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you comfortable right now, so that you can get into the habit of training yourself on how to sell. Number one, you need to figure this out. How much do you need to make each day in order to reach your goal? If you want to make 10,000, you need to make $333 every single day in order to reach that goal. Now, how are you going to do that, right? The other thing that you need to figure out is what your conversion rate is and how much traffic you need in order to hit this goal. Clearly, they're coming to your website to buy these products, so you need a certain amount of traffic, and everyone has a conversion rate. If you use Shopify, it's super easy to find this information. Just go to your page on your website, and somewhere on the home page, it will tell you your conversion rate. And this is the percentage of people that actually decide to buy from you when they come to your website. It's not telling you that based off of repeat customers and all that. It's just saying in general, after people have visited your site, some of those could be repeat visits, that you have a 2% conversion rate or whatever. You need to figure out what your conversion rate is. On average, industry standard is 2 to 3%. Now that percentage can be different depending on the industry you're in and what type of products you sell, but on average for e-commerce is 2 to 3%. So let's say 2.5%. Now, if your conversion rate is below that, then there might be an issue with your website and you might need to change some things. If it's beyond that, fabulous. It's gonna be even easier for you to reach your goal. So figure out what your conversion rate is, and then from there, you'll know how much traffic you need each month or each day in order to reach your goals, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the formula on the screen, but there is a formula that you actually use in order to figure out your conversion rate. So when you figure out the amount of sales that you need in order to hit your goal, like if you want to make 10K or whatever, you need to figure out how many sales is going to get you there, and then from there you can divide your sales by your conversion rate, and that will tell you how much traffic you need. So then of course, naturally, number two is we need to figure out how we're going to get traffic. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I understand because it's hard to figure this out, but it is possible to get consistent traffic. The main thing that you need to do is be testing. So before you're actually aiming for 10K, if you've never even made anything close, your goal right now should be to test out different platforms, test out different content, see what's actually driving you traffic. So I'm gonna give you an example. I made a post on Instagram the other day, and here's the thing, when you're posting on social media, a lot of y'all are like, oh, I want followers, I want followers. But yeah, while followers are cute, you also need to make sure that these followers are engaged and they're actually taking action after they see your post. So if you have a business page, which I don't understand why you wouldn't if you have a business, you need to make sure your Instagram is a business page so you can see your analytics. On there, you'll be able to see how many people visited your profile after looking at your post, but also, more importantly, you'll be able to see how many people clicked on your link. So whenever you're posting, you need to do things with the intention of making people take action. So whether that be on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, you need to get into the habit of making content that's going to make your customer want to take action. Now, you also need to make sure that you're making content or being on a platform and present on a platform that actually is getting you in front of new people. So if you see that you're posting on TikTok and it's actually all your content is performing better and they're pushing your content more over there than they are on Instagram, then why are we focusing on Instagram? Not saying Instagram's bad, but I'm just saying if you're getting more traction on one versus the other, what makes more sense logically as a business owner is to spend more time on the platform and really amp up the content on the platform that is pushing you the most. So for instance, for me, I noticed that I was getting way more traction on YouTube than on Instagram. For Pivot, like for my brands, Instagram is doing pretty decent, so I'm not gonna stop on that. But overall, I'm getting a lot more sales, traffic, and everything from YouTube. So it makes more sense for me to invest way more of my time on creating quality content on here so that it can keep going, because the moment any platform's algorithm picks you up and begins pushing your content, you want to ride that wave as much as possible. So what you need to do is figure out and test out what platforms and what things are getting you the most engagement and the most, return on your time investment, so that you can actually invest more time into that platform. And that's what's gonna get you more traffic. Also, you need to figure out where else you can show up. You don't just have to be on social media, you know that, right? There's other places to show up. So you could be showing up and doing podcast interviews. You could be showing up and collaborating with other people, getting in front of other people's audiences. You could be doing so many things. You could be doing live streaming. There's so many options. Just make sure you do something that'll drive you traffic and test them out and figure out what's gonna get you the most bang for your time. And then from there, you'll know how often to show up. Because even on your post alone, you'll be able to see, okay, if I'm consistently getting 20 people, 30 people to go to my website after looking at my page, that will tell you, okay, you need to post this many times or show up this many times in order for you to actually get those sales and get that traffic.
Really quick, I had to interrupt myself and let you know that I have a free training that you can go watch right after this video. It teaches you how I went from struggling to selling out. I'm sharing all my best secrets, and it's a 20-minute training, and you also get a PDF download of all of the information that I gave so that you don't have to take notes. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description and you can go sign up right now.
So number 3, focus on repeat customers. I don't know why people don't talk about this, but overall it's cheaper and quicker to convert a repeat customer than it is to convert somebody that has never bought from you before, somebody brand new. The reason being is because when you start talking to somebody new that you want to become a customer, there's a lot of time and relationship building that has to happen. They have to trust you, they have to know you, they have to like you, they have to believe that your product is going to solve their problem. You have to overcome any objections they may have as to why they might not need to buy the product. So there's just all this stuff, and it takes them a second. Customers convert quickly into a sale when they're looking for the thing that you sell. When you have a customer that's already bought from you, already enjoyed the experience, it's a lot easier to be like, hey, we got something new coming out, or hey, you should buy another one because you're probably almost out of that, or all of those things. Like, it's way easier to convince them to buy from you than somebody that's never bought from you. Just make sure that you're getting it back in front of those people and being clear as to what you have to offer and why they should buy it from you. So half of your strategy needs to focus on converting old customers, and the other half of your strategy needs to focus on getting in front of new customers, and that is how you will begin to see things multiply. Okay, number 4. Now this is a strategy that I think a lot of people like to utilize around holidays, but when you look at it, the big brands are actually doing this all the time. So you will see every month when you go to a big brand, when you go to their website, the banner changes, right? And it's some new offer, some new thing that they're focusing on. So they'll give you dates and they'll say, like, between this day and this day, this is the offer that's happening. So what you should be doing yourself as a brand, what you should be doing is actually figuring out what your offer is going to be for the month. Now, this is different than running sales to get sales, okay? You guys know that I absolutely hate when people run sales to get sales, because that is not how you get sales. That's how you train your customers to only buy from you when you are running a sale, and that's not what you want. So what you want to do instead is actually create specific offers that are only happening that month and being done with. And I think the offers that work the best are the ones where they either order over a certain amount and get a gift with that, or it's a bundle of some sort. So when you do those types of things, it helps you get to your goal quicker because people are spending more money with you and they have a reason to buy. That's the thing, you always want to give people a reason to come back. So number 4 is so important. It's focus on emails, okay? A lot of y'all are not utilizing your email list, and you're not building one either. You need to build one and also utilize it. People convert really well through email. It's a different way to get to them. Now, yes, not everyone's gonna see your emails, not everyone's gonna open your emails, all that stuff, but there will be people that do. and you can actually bring in more revenue by utilizing your email list. It's so good and so important that you actually see this as an opportunity to generate revenue. And if you do it right, and you warm your people up right, and you consistently stay in front of them, then you will actually see a return on sending those emails. I know years ago when I had my other brand, Solex, and it wasn't doing great, a lot of our revenue actually came from my email list. I did a really good job of consistently building my email list, and I consistently sent out emails. I literally would stay on top of it, and I was sending emails multiple times a week, and I would see a return on that like crazy. It did really well. So I would highly suggest that you get into the habit of sending emails, and it doesn't always have to be buy now, buy this, It can be something where you're sharing your story, and that might convert for people. It can be something where you're explaining why a certain product is really good, or just giving good advice that has to do with you know, what people are buying from you. So like whether it be clothing or whatever, you could introduce the newest trends. You could talk about different things that can help their skin. With makeup, you can give different tips, but that helps grow you and your brand and show your customer that you guys are an authority in the space, and you'll come back to their remembrance. If they don't decide to buy from you right away, you'll come back to their remembrance whenever they are looking for a product that you sell, and they'll think of you first. Now, the last thing that you need to do is actually talk about your offer over and over and over and over. The biggest thing that I see a lot of people not doing that's keeping them from getting sales is you don't talk about your stuff enough. Talk about it, okay? You're not getting on people's nerves. The way that the algorithm works, and even in your email, things get lost in the algorithm. Sometimes posts don't show to everyone. Posting multiple times a day, talking about your offer over and over, it's not gonna get old unless you're talking about it in the same exact way and doing the same exact post or the same exact email. You need to talk about it different, highlight different things. That's why in every time you talk about a product, you don't just have to go on a tangent talking about every single thing that might make somebody decide to buy. Spread it out, okay? Spread it out, and you break it up and do multiple posts talking about the same thing. But you need to build excitement and get people aware of what they can actually buy from you. So make sure you're posting, talking about your offers, talking about your products over and over, talking about the deals you're running, and consistently showing up, because that's what's gonna get people to buy from you. They say that people literally need to encounter you and your brand 7 to 21 times before they decide to buy. So it is your job to make sure you're creating those touch points consistently so that they will decide to buy quicker. Now, if you're still here, thank you, awesome. But why don't you check out some of my other videos, okay? I have other videos on how to grow your brand, how to grow your business, and we can just keep this thing going, okay? And by the end of this, you should be like having the bomb business, you know? Like, just keep it going. Just keep watching, keep getting knowledge, and stick around.